Episode 11 of the Ball Show here. I'm going to do it the only way I know how to do it. Crack one open. All right, it's going to be focused on basketball here because playoffs are coming up for both NBA and NCAA. We're going to talk a little March Madness. To all the 10 viewers or maybe even less that show up, thank you. Appreciate you guys. All right, so Selection Sunday is in about 12 days. As far as I can remember, I think about 68 teams get in there. 4 of them are play-in, and then you have the big 64-team bracket where all your friends and family will join probably to try to pick the winner or win the grand prize. I think it's like over $1 million or somebody, Allstate or something. I'm not sure. All right, so we'll just go through where they're going to be at. So the first 4, Dayton, Ohio. First, second, Buffalo. Let's fast forward all the way. There's a lot of first rounds. Yeah, that first 4 is the play-in right there. It's not even really the bracket. I mean, it's the bracket, but those are the bubble teams. So where's the Sweet 16? Final 4. Doesn't exactly show. Let's see. Well, that's last year's one. This is definitely this year. So I know maybe this is Elite 8 and the Sweet 16, both in the West Regional, Midwest Regional, and East Regional, and as long as the South Regional. So we got Houston for the Elite 8, Sweet 16. San Jose. Sorry, I got a bunch of spam. That's going to be another place. I think the tickets are about $300 for the cheapest ticket. So if you're a big basketball fan, it might be worth it. But for me, maybe not worth it. United Center, that's where the Bulls play. Let's see. East Regional, Capital One Arena, that's probably where the Wizards play. And it looks like Final 4 is going to be in Indianapolis, right, where they're having the combine, where they had the combine. If you want to know some star players right off the bat, AJ Dybantsa or something like that from BYU, he's a stud. Kansas has this one guy, Peterson, who is he was supposed to be the number 1 pick in the draft, but he ended up just going through a lot of injuries. So we're going to see what his situation is, because I know the other day he didn't even play the second half, like based off minutes restriction. Maybe they're saving him for the tournament, or maybe he's making the decision for further along in his career. Then who else is really good? Boozer, Duke's really good. They're playing really good ball right now. So now you know the Final 4. Oh, it says all right here. Oh, NCAA Championship. Yeah, Lucas Oil Stadium. Sweet 16, Elite 8. This all starts Sunday, March 15th, and ends April 6th. Let's go ahead and look into the rankings right now. Like I said, Duke number 1, Michigan at 2. I think Duke beat Michigan earlier this week. Both those teams, what's their win percentage, does it say? I know it says 28-2, but that's like 900. Maybe 950. Arizona at 3. They were at 1 for a while, back when they were undefeated, but it looks like they've lost maybe 2 out of their last 8 games. Florida, defending champions, still in there at 4. Illinois, they have a lot of Euro guys on that team. Gonzaga, West Coast Conference. Houston, UConn, Purdue, Iowa State, Michigan State, Nebraska. Texas Tech, they're in a little bit of trouble. They lost their best player, Toppin. Virginia, Kansas, Alabama over there, Coach Nate Oates. Louisville, Vanderbilt's very, very surprising. So as you saw them emerge in the football world with Pavia, They're doing the same thing over there in the basketball. Anyway, so they have this one guy. His name's Tyler Tanner. He's pretty good. I don't know about the rest of their roster, but SEC basketball is legit. Look at a big group right there, back to back to back. Any SEC teams in the top 10? Yeah, Florida. Bama up there. Arkansas, I got Coach Calipari. Tennessee, we'll just go top 25. St. Mary's, always a good school. St. John's in it again. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. I think they have Patino at coach over there. BYU, St. Louis, North Carolina, and we'll stop there. So the bubble teams, it's not necessarily that you see Cows on the bubble. They had a big game the other day against, I forgot who it was. It was ACC game, but they needed a win, and they almost blew it. It's not just that you're on this bubble and then you get selected in. You can just win your tournament and get in there. Don't matter if you're in 7th place in your conference. So that's why there's going to be some random teams in there. You could be way down here, go and win the Summit League, like St. Thomas, Minnesota, get you into the tournament. Next, I'm going to talk about NBA trades. It's a little late. I tried to record this, but the computer wasn't working a couple weeks ago. I was on a different Wi-Fi over at a different house. We're going to talk about the Anthony Davis trade. I'm pretty sure he's out for the season, but the Mavs, they got Chris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, I believe he played at Duke, Tyus Jones, Bagley. They get a first-round pick from Oklahoma City, a first-round pick from Golden State, and 2 second-round picks. 3 second-round picks. All that for Anthony Davis, who is hurt every year. It's pretty wild. Warriors, they go ahead and trade Kuminga and Buddy Hield for Tingus Pingus. Kuminga looked really good coming off the bench in his debut for the Hawks. Zubac, he's in Indiana. I feel bad for him because he was a good fit there with the Clippers. Matherin's supposed to be pretty good. I know he had a good stretch of games over there, but they get, let's go, 2 firsts and a second for Zubac, essentially. Vucevic from the Bulls to the Celtics. Interesting to watch the Celtics because I seen that Jason Tatum's making his way back. He's not ready yet, but he could be there for the playoffs. And pretty sure he was the Finals MVP last year, so that's something to look out for. Or was he the Finals MVP? Couldn't have been. Thunder. Stupid. Well, maybe it was a couple years ago. Wolves got that dark-skinned guy, Dosunmu. They trade Rod Dillingham. Pretty decent player, but he didn't really have a fit there because it's Anthony Davis's team. Anthony Edwards' team. Suns get Cole Anthony, who was getting a big minutes. Was that Cole Anthony? I thought he was with the Magic. Hornets get Kobe White. Colin Sexton to Chicago. So they gave him a second, another second, a third second for Kobe White. Grand Theft Alvarado goes to New York. That's who cares? Yabusele gets the Bulls. Maybe he's a starter over there. Giddey was having some injuries. Trace Jackson Davis, who cares? It's crazy they give him a second-round pick for that. Luke Kennard, that's a big pickup for the Lakers. Braun's going to be done pretty soon here. It will probably announce a farewell tour. So if it's next year, you're going to have every single team come out and, you know, maybe get him a gift and do a whole ceremony before every single last road game that LeBron plays at. Each arena, you know. Last time at the Garden, big ceremony, you know. We're going to skip over Chris Paul. Lonzo Ball to the Cavs. Oh, via the Cavs to the Bulls. Yeah, guys are relevant. Harden in a blockbuster for Garland and a second. Garland's been having some injury issues as well. It will be interesting to see Harden's fit in Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell because, you know, they both like to have the ball. They should have a good defense this year. They're not showing it that well, but I'm pretty sure Evan Mobley was Defensive Player of the Year last year. So, McCain to the Thunder. It's a good pickup. They had to give up first and 3 future second rounders. Tyus Jones from the Magic. Grizzlies trade Jaren Jackson Jr. I think he had a season-ending injury as well. We'll look into that. This was after the trade. And the Jazz got a $500,000 fine for resting him. And he was hurt. But they were tanking. Underwent successful surgery. He only played 3 games for the Jazz, likely ending his season. They had to give up Walter Clayton Jr. Brings me back to the March Madness. He was one of the premier players on Florida, probably their best player. Didn't go super high in the draft, not top 5. But he's fitting in there. 18th pick. I guess we can close that out. Oh, I stopped the trades. Gotta go back to the trades. We were all there at Jaren Jackson Jr. Should be close to ending. Let's see. Pistons, they add Herter. Let's go Schroeder. Schroeder's been on so many different teams. You gotta look up his jerseys, man. He's on a different team every year. And the final one I believe that we'll go to here is Trae Young to the Wizards. He even got a ceremony in his visit to Atlanta. But it's like, what did that guy do? I think he took him to close to an Eastern Conference final or maybe an Eastern Conference final. I don't know. He was pretty hyped up when he was younger. He was good. Skinny. Alright. Now let's look at NBA playoffs. So the SoFi play-in tournament is April 14th through 17th. The real playoffs begin April 18th. Right now you got the Detroit Pistons at the 1 seed, OKC at the 1 seed in the West. This is not official unless they've already clinched. But bubble teams, Clippers, Blazers, Hawks, Hornets. It's crazy that the Hornets are going to make it. I don't like the NBA structure because there's 10 teams that make it to the postseason out of 15, which seems like a lot. They should just, even though there's a plan, just keep it 8. Let's bring it down lower. I guess we'll look at this. Spurs looking like the 2 seed. Celtics 2 seed, which is crazy. Though they went the whole year without Tatum, and they're in the 2 seed. Warriors gonna get in there. Looks like at least the plan. Wolves, Cavs. All right, let's drop it down here. Pistons got a comfortable lead, 5 games ahead of the Celtics. Knicks, Cavs, Raptors, 76ers, and then here's a very important section here. Magic, Heat, Hawks, and Hornets. Hornets aren't even a 500 team, and they're going to make it to the playoffs, which is not surprising. That typically does happen in sports, where you get a team that's just like football, when the Seahawks were 7-9 and they went in and beat the Saints. Let's take a look at the West. Thunder still playing well. Spurs are dangerous. Some people have the Spurs to win it all. Some people have the Pistons to win it all. It's not all the Thunder. Rockets, even with old KD over there, helping carry with Şengün, and that's a good team over there. Reed Shepherd. Minnesota, I think they went to the Western Conference Finals last year. Denver, obviously they can win it all. Jokic turns it on. Murray's been playing out of his mind, dropping 40 points, 50 points. Lakers they're looking like they don't want to be in the play-in, so the 6th seed would be pretty good for the Lakers. I don't know how they might be a first round and out type team, but who knows what Luka could do. Not sure what Braun can do. The Phoenix Suns somehow 7. Golden State 8. I remember at the very beginning, one of the first ball shows, I think it was maybe the third ball show, talked about the Warriors win projection, win season totals. I think they were projected like 50 wins or something like that. That ship sailed. LA Clippers. You see 2 below 500 teams making a play-in tournament. That's why I just disagree with why are 10 teams making the playoffs? It's like you're letting everybody in there. Like, there's no reason why the Trailblazers should be booking a ticket to postseason. That's damn near clinched. That 6-game lead over the Grizzlies and the Mavs. This is the whole. I know it was the Jazz and maybe the Kings. Who else was it? Or the Pacers that were tanking because they all want to get Boozer or the kid from BYU. But yeah, that's all I got for today. I just wanted to jump back in, let you know. Playoffs start April 14th, or officially April 18th. And then March Madness somewhere around that time as well.